Khalif Feroz joins us now. Khalif, the DOJ says TikTok poses a national security threat, but there's also the argument of free speech.
These arguments are on the opposite sides, but they are also kind of connected because you need the one with the other. But Friday, TikTok went to the Court of Appeals. Court of Appeals rejected it, which was a formal process for them to get in front of the Supreme Court. Now the Supreme Court will have to make a determination. Justice Roberts will make the decision. Obviously, he will get impact from his other colleagues, but the decision ultimately comes to him if they'll grant this extension, this delay. So they really won't be listening to this case on the merits. But if we look at the merits, we're talking about the First Amendment. Do you have the ability to chill my speech? And it seems like the government is saying, yes, I do, specifically because I can only chill your content, what you're attempting to say, not where, when, and how, but what you're saying if there is a compelling public interest and is narrowly tailored. Well, what's the compelling public interest? National security. Well, there's nothing more compelling than that. If you're saying that this company has access to get to your devices and your devices can give them access to your intelligence that could possibly hurt the country, that is the strongest compelling public interest, and the government could stand on that, and I don't think there's a way around that.
Okay, so there may not be a way around it, but obviously we know that nothing seems to be the way it is when we have President-elect Donald Trump, and he plays a key role in this because that January 19th deadline happens to be a day before Donald Trump would take office. So they're asking for this temporary stay to say, hey, if we can get Donald Trump in office, who we know met with the owner of ByteDance, how can Trump play a role in all of this?
Well, he plays a role in everything. It seems like he has his hand in all the fires, which is he has a temperament in a sense of the pulse of the community. And so remember, on his original time in office, he was anti-TikTok. And then during the 2024 election, he embraced TikTok. His campaign got on TikTok. Then he pushed forward, I want to save TikTok. Like you mentioned yesterday, meeting with the president and CEO of TikTok. And so I think there is within the scheme of the former president, now president-elect, that there is a goal to the business savvy portion of him comes out in these instances. If you see a business that is drowning and this flood is coming from the United States government and now you can throw them a life preserver or a raft and save them, hey, why not? He can make the connections to find an American buyer to do that, and it saves a lot of people. But when we're looking at this, sometimes when we look at things on the internet, it's hard for us to put it in perspective. I kind of look at it as this is like a flea market. This is like a 20-story building where you have all these individual vendors in there. And so if you sell the building, all those vendors will lose their revenue in their business. TikTok is the same thing. It's on the internet, but you have millions of individuals on there that have businesses that are attempting to make a profit. And now if you sell it, in one day it'll be gone. TikTok says if they're shut down for one day, a third of their business will be gone and revenue will be lost.
Well, I know we're running out of time real quick, but who enforces this, Khalif? If we have, they say, okay, it's got to go. But on the 19th, they're not going to go. It's not like on the 19th, all the lights in TikTok go off.
I think it does. I think the Department of Justice comes in, and if they don't shut down, they will be shut down. Either their access to the internet, so their IP addresses can be snatched and captured. Their offices can be raided because they do have a physical location. And so, yes, I think if they decided we're going to fight this and not shut down, they will be met with force, and there will be a number of government agencies there to ensure that they are shut down if this is not extended.